Hello friends, in this session we are going to learn JUnit test report for Maven project using GitLab CI. So let's go. So we start with the what is JUnit test report. Okay, so let's see. JUnit test report are structured documents that provide detailed information about the results of automated tests written using JUnit testing framework. JUnit is a popular testing framework for Java applications and it allows developers to write and run unit tests to verify the correctness of their code. So let's see important information for regarding JUnit test report. So see test suite summary. In that test suite summary, we can see overview of the entire test suite. Okay, means it's including total number of test cases and how many passed and failed and were skipped. Okay, we can see under that. After that, test case detail. In that test case details, we can see information about each and every individual test case, including its name, status means pass or failed. After that, execution time and error message or exception that occurs during the test. After that, see here, error message and stack traces. It means detail error message and stack traces for failed test cases. These will help developer diagnose and fix the issue in their code. After that, test execution time. In that test execution time, we can see the time for that test case. Okay, so the time it took to execute each and every test case. This information can be useful for your identifying slow tests that may need optimization. After that, here test coverage, it's optional. Okay, so see here, some test reports also include the code coverage information and indicating which part of the code were exercised by test. It means that in the previous video we were see for the test coverage report using the JCoco tool. Okay, in that tool we can see the how many code coverage are covered here. Okay, so see here. Now next, JUnit test report are generated in the form of structure format, often in XML or HTML. It's making it easy to pass and display the result. And this is the reason because of that we are use JUnit reports. So which region following this? Test result visibility, continuous integration, regression testing, code quality assurance, historical data, decision making, documentation, collaboration, and feedback loops. Because of this reason, we can see the JUnit reports are invaluable in the software development process. So let's see now how to generate JUnit test report for Maven project using GitLab CI. So first step is to build Java project using Maven in GitLab CI/CD. So in previous videos, I have make video of the build Java project using Maven in GitLab CI/CD. If you don't know, then I will drop link in the description box. So let me open this Firefox browser, and here I have already logged in with GitLab account. And after that, I create a project using its name JUnit test report. And here I have some repository, src and pom.docs XML file. And in that src, see here in the main app Java. Okay, it's a string palindrome program. It's an app. Okay, so here developer makes this program, and in that test, here tester test the program. Okay, tester test this program, and see here we tester use the 3 different test cases. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so using this we can see how to create JUnit test report. So let me here see in the settings CI/CD, I have already registered the runner. expand this. And see here, this is my Assign project runner. If you don't know also this how to generate this runner, you can see my previous video, or I will drop link in the description box. Okay, so let's go homepage of this repository. After that, see here, second step. Second step is what? Create YAML file for JUnit test report. So let me copy this and create YAML file. Copy this code and let's create new file and give the name for that dot gitlab-ci.yaml and paste this code. And see here, in that code, I'm declare stages. In that stages, I mention the build and test stage. Okay, so firstly build test run. After that, build test completely run, then test is run. Okay, if build test is failed here, then test stage skipped. After that, build Maven project. It's a job name. And under this job, I mention the stage as a build. And after that, mention a script as a Maven package. And another job, test Maven project. In that test Maven project job, I mention the stage as a test and script Maven test artifacts here when always, and report generated as a JUnit, and which part target surefire report text. Okay, it's a XML language. So let's commit the changes now. And let's see the pipeline. See here under the build section and go to pipeline. And see here, our project is running now. Okay, so our first build Maven project job completely run, means job succeeded. And after that, this test Maven project job now running. So let's see build Maven project. This job succeeded. Okay, build succeeded. And here test run 3, failure 0, error 0, skip 0. Okay. And see here, in another job, test Maven project job now running. Okay, now it's this job successfully succeeded. Okay, so here no artifact generated because we are not written the path in that artifacts. Okay, that's why here not generated artifact. So let's give here path for that artifact. Paths. And after that, we give the path here as a same target surefire report.xml. Let me copy and paste here. And see its artifact is generated or not. Go to pipeline. And see here under this test Maven project job, in that here artifact. So let's refresh this firstly. And let's for running for this job. Okay, now it's running. And now job is succeeded. And here artifact generated here. So let's check the artifact. For that, click on this browse and see it's in target folder. Sure fire report. Click on this. And here report generated under the test. And click on this. Here our time, this is 0.136. And here test 3, error 0 and skipped 0 and it's failed. Okay. So let's see our pipeline and see JUnit test report here. See, under this test, we can see JUnit test report. So our summary is 3 tests, 0 failures, 0 errors, and 100% success rate. And it takes 7 milliseconds time. And here test, if I go inside the test Maven project and see here suits are present, and this is the name of the test, is not palindrome, exception test, is palindrome test, and our status, all these tests run. And if you can see the view details of that particular test, click on this view details and see your details of the execution time and name if it's succeeded. Okay, successfully run this test. If you get the one of test result is failed, then what happened we can see in a couple of minutes. Okay, so let's see how to fail this test case or our JUnit test report failed. So I will forcefully fail this test case. So here public void is not palindrome test. I will forcefully failed, means it's a false. I will here return true. So let's edit using edit single file. And here simple you are write true. And let's commit the changes. And now you can see the your pipeline. For that you have to go inside that pipeline. And see here, this build Maven project job failed here. Okay, and this one is skipped because we are not mentioned in that build Maven project. We are not mentioned JUnit test report path. That's why it's failed and this test Maven project skipped. Let's see and see here. No skipped and this one failed. Okay. So see. Here. Why it's failed and not generated report inside the build Maven project? See here in the your YAML file. So build Maven project, inside that job, I not mentioned the report JUnit, that's path. That's why here not generated a report. So let's remove this job and stages and let's see how it's generate the failed JUnit test report. So let's see, go now in your pipeline. And this test Maven project running. Let's wait for, see, this now failed. And if I refresh this page, here inside the test, see summary, 3 tests, 1 failed, 0 error, and our success rate 66.67, and it takes 16 milliseconds time to execution of the 3 tests. So see here, failed, errors keep passed. Okay, if I go inside the test Maven project, then you can see this our is not palindrome test failed here, and you can see the details of that test. See history, it's failed one time in May last 14 days, and we can see also system output, and under this we have expected value true, but it was false. Okay, see, means what, it's take developer help for the making code change. Okay, so now I will change the code again and see how it's successfully run this test. Then go inside the SRC, test, app test, and here you have to return true instead of false. Here you have to change this value as a false and commit the changes. And again, you have to go inside the pipeline. And let's wait for the running. And this test Maven project job passed. And if you can refresh this page and see under the test tab, here, go inside the test tab, and our summary, 0 failure. We have 3 tests, 0 failure, 0 error, and 100% success rate. Okay, again we get this. All the tests are successfully run. Okay, and its execution time 0.3 milliseconds. So it means that the test summary panel is useful tool. This is a useful tool for developer and reviewer to quick access impact of the code changes on the test suite status. It helps in identifying regression, means tests that were passing or now failing, or new issues like a test with error, and improvements means tests were failing but now are passing. It's like that within the context of the merge request. This information is essential for your ensuring code quality and reliability before merging changes into the main branch. Okay, so today's session, we will learn how to generate test report for Maven project using GitLab CI. So thank you for the watching video.